So for all those that have tuned in, this whole entire thing's more for you guys and letting you guys know that we're still alive. We're still kicking. All right, guys, it's been a while. So a lot's happened since we last saw you. As you can see, I am currently not in Karma. This looks nothing like any of our other videos. We currently have an apartment. We got an apartment in Eugene, Oregon, if anybody doesn't know where Eugene is. But we were down in San Diego. I think that's where we left you guys. And we've been kind of having a hard time with me, especially Izzy, the third most of all. Yeah, so we kind of decided Eugene. For whatever random reason we decided it, we picked Eugene and we got an apartment and now we're here. The reason why you do not see Sierra here with me at all is because she got a job already. We've been here for 3 days, guys. And girl kills it so much that she already went out, got a job, is there working. Today's the first day. I got interviews lined up the rest of the week. And yeah, but that's just where we're at. That's the update. There's so much more I want to talk to you guys about. Like, so much more. It's crazy. I made a list. I made a list of stuff to try and talk about. To be honest with you guys, is that I feel like our videos haven't been very well thought out. They're not really put together. It is, and I feel like it also seems like that we're just kind of taking things and then throwing all that together and hoping that something comes out the other side, which is a total way to do it. We have so many other things going on. And that leads into also why we're changing how we're doing said van life. I don't know how I felt about that term whenever we first started doing the whole entire thing. I never really wanted to market the videos necessarily as 100% van life, like, oh, we're committing to doing this thing. We're gonna go live in one city and just be there constantly, living in the van. I don't know. That was never my intention. I know some people do it like that, and I am so impressed by them. They are, I don't know, they really like what they're doing. Something. They really like the benefits of it or the idea of it or something. But me, I'm not the biggest fan in actually trying to like live out of the vehicle habitation thing. I mean, it's cool and it's and if that's what you want to do, then 100% go for it. Please, I will never be the person that's like, don't do it. But yeah, with basically what I was trying to accomplish and what Sierra currently is accomplishing, if you haven't checked her out, go check her out. It's thelocalmystic.com, Local Mystic on literally everything. And go look at what she does. But she does, currently she's been doing a lot of online stuff, plus she does a lot of freelance for some other people. And all of that we had to schedule a lot of that. On top of then the problems that were going on with Izzy, on top of trying to figure out how to do an entirely new lifestyle that neither of us had ever done before. I don't know, we kind of got pretty overwhelmed pretty fast. And I think we learned a lot of things. We actually got to sit back and kind of view our lives and view ourselves from this new perspective where we were bringing all these old traits into this new situation and kind of seeing, I guess, how we react from it. And I don't know, that's part of it, isn't it? I mean, there's that's all part of the newness. That's part of the nuance of throwing yourself out there, of, you know, opening up the sails and just letting the world take you where you're gonna go, is that you never know what's going to come out of the other side. You never know how you're really going to react. You don't necessarily even know what's really going to happen. You know, I mean, you can plan the entire thing out. And even when you plan it all out, you probably still don't know exactly what's going to come out the other side and who you're going to be on the other side. And So, I mean, we've been doing this adventure thing now for, I know it seems like we've only been actually on the road for 3 months, which we have. It's only been 3 months we've been on the road. But, I mean, it took us 5 months to build out the van, where we were not in our home. So, we've been doing this adventure for a while. The adventure of leaving New Orleans to go try and find a new life and facilitate it in some way. I think that was more of what this whole entire thing was, more than said, I'm going to make a YouTube channel and dedicate it to me living in a van. I don't know. Yeah. But the van's still there. Yeah. So we live in Eugene now. Definitely live in Eugene. Alright, but let's be real here. I do have a couple things I want to talk about. First one is van life's tough, guys. It really actually is. Like, van life's pretty rough. I don't know. On me it was, especially because I don't know what it is. I don't know because I'm not really doing anything with my life. Full disclosure. I got really nothing just building. I think COVID kind of took care of a lot of that, of ripping a lot of the things that I had and the connections I made and the processes that I was going through. It kind of just shifted them really, really hard to nowhere I thought they were going to be. And then we built Karma, so that was a whole nother experience. It shifted a lot of things, and now we moved to Eugene, so there's another big shift in a lot of things. So a lot of different things are happening, and I attribute that to pretty well anything. Like, van life's hard if you haven't done it before because it's new. It's something you have to figure out. It's something you're immersed in it. Like, it's your home on wheels, and if you leave it somewhere, you're literally leaving your home with the only protection is like a window, a tiny little window in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. It's on the side of a street usually. So that was always a little stressful. That like all of my stuff was sitting there, which that says something to like attachment issues and whatever else. But yeah, van life's hard. So if anybody out there is contemplating doing van life, just realize it can be very laissez-faire. Money's still involved. You still have to have money in some regard to do it. I mean, it takes gas to power the vehicle. And then especially if you are trying to travel a lot, you definitely have to have some way to kind of make a little bit of cash and realize that you're probably going to be strapped half the time, unless you've made it with a successful YouTube channel and now everybody gives you millions. But that didn't happen, so it is what it is. But yeah, the benefits of van life. The benefits of van life were that we got to see so many things. There's so many parts of the country that I feel like I'm a pretty traveled person, at least in the Americas. I've only been out of America like once. But yeah, I got to see a huge swath of the country that I've never got to see before, which was amazing. And plus, guys, like I was living on the side of the road for 3 months. That's still a pretty good gig. It really is. And at the end of this whole entire thing, now we have the apartment, but our vehicle is Karma. So we still get to take her out whenever we want. We still get to go on all these crazy huge adventures, especially it's part of the reason why we chose where we are, because we get to go out to these beautiful places that we're surrounded by. Like, we were just in the redwoods, like on the way up here. And oh, it was so gorgeous. And those are only like 2 hours away from us. I mean, you feel like an ant among these giants. It was so crazy. Anyway, which leads into my next point. We didn't record anything on the way up. You're not going to see any of that. It was nice for the break to not have to like think about, oh crap, okay, I should record this real quick. Okay, I'm missing something. Let me hurry up and pull this out and get like a half shot of this thing that I think that would be cool to show you guys. So none of it was really intention based. It was a lot of just shoot as you go, try and, I don't know, capture the cool moments while your camera's off. And it didn't really work. And so I stepped back from making the videos for that reason, because I didn't feel like what I was making was actually worth my time, your time, anybody's time. And I wanted them to be, because I realized it's something I'm doing. So if I'm doing it, then I should have some kind of pride. I should have some kind of relationship with this thing or actually care about it, instead of just being like, oh, well, they'll get done. And oh, no, now I got to do this thing. Oh, no, it's Sunday. Let me hurry up and try and edit together everything that I've got. Oh, crap, I don't even have anything. Let me try and, it's just, it was a whole lot of just try and get it, and hopefully you got it, and go from there, So I kind of wanted to stop doing that, because I feel like I was just wasting my time. I felt like I was wasting everybody's time. I really did. So now when we're going forward, I'm not going to be doing one every Monday. I have no schedule. I'm going to do one as I do them. That's just what it is. I get that there's people out there that say, no, that's not how you build your YouTube channel, or, oh, well, all of these things that we've read say that you have to do this and you have to market it in this way, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, cool, I don't care. I'm just going to do them. And I'm going to do them how I want. I'm going to do them when I want, because really they're more for me at the end of the day than anybody. It's a way for me more to document the things that I've done, being able to remember them better. I've done so many things in my life, and I have no documentation of any of them. I've experienced really cool things, and some of those, yes, they should be mine. But I also feel like there's ways that I can go find cool things and then plan a trip there again, and a more intentioned trip, a more informed trip, and actually have a plan, and then I can take you guys, because then you guys actually get to see what's interesting about the thing that I went and got and saw. Because honestly, sometimes I'm just out exploring. Sometimes I just go on my phone and I look up abandoned buildings in such and such place, or I don't know, nearest forest, or whatever it is. I really don't care. Anything that might be interesting that pops up and I feel like doing that day, I probably go do. And so sometimes they don't work out. Sometimes it's a bust. Sometimes you get there and you're just like, wow, this was one of the most boring days I've had. I just wandered around in a field for literally all day and nothing happened. It rained. It was awful. I don't know, so you guys don't need to see me wandering around in fields. You don't need to see me not doing actually anything. So they'll happen as they're happening. Yeah, we are going to take Izzy in Monday and start the process now that we're settled and she has a place to be, that she's not getting in and out of that van, hurting herself all the time. And we're going to try and get everything back to square, get some of this debt paid off, get some of the minor problems that we're experiencing with Karma fixed. I don't know, she's been on the road for 3 months now, and it's the first time I ever built a van. Stuff happened. Things got wrecked. Some things need tightened down a little bit better, I did also want to talk about how van life is definitely different for everybody. It is it's something that when you do it, it is going to be yours. And that just goes for a trip in general. Even if it's a weekend trip to the middle of nowhere, it's going to go different for you than it goes for anybody else, because you're going to have your own experiences. Me and Sierra's experience was great. It was also really stressful, because we have a lot of things that we're personally trying to do that living in a van full time just kind of didn't connect with. And so realizing that we needed to take that time and step back and reevaluate what we were doing for ourselves, and taking the time for ourselves to do those things and do them correctly. And realizing that just because we built the van doesn't mean now we have to live in the thing full time. I think that's this like weird misconception, or this weird idea that's floating around on the internet, is that like you do this thing, you have it, and you move into it, and then that's your life forever. Let's hope not. I don't know. Like, for those that may have chosen to do this and they've been doing it for 30, 40 years, whatever, awesome. Congratulations. You've hit some weird thing. Not even weird, but you've done something. You've accomplished a lot. Not for me. Sorry. I like having a house. I like having a bathroom. I like having a bed. I like being able to shower whenever I want. I like to have more than 3 outfits. I like to have a job that I go to. I don't know, I do like all those things, especially after this last year of COVID, no job, not being able to make money, relying on the government or whoever else to actually get me money. Like, gotta quit with that. So we got jobs, we got a place, we got a shower, we got a bed. You wanna know what else we got? We still have the van. And there's still the whole entire world out there. And we can still go do the things we want to do, even with the jobs, even with the house, even with the whatever it is. But we get to do them more intentionally. We get to really view and decide what we want to do. Yeah, so for anybody out there that's thinking about doing this, or thinking about quitting it, or thinking about starting it, or thinking about anything aspect of van life, realize that you're never failing if you stop. You're just doing it differently. You're taking a different path than maybe somebody else. And if anybody tells you otherwise, you know what? Cool. Who are you doing things for? Are you doing things for them? Are you doing things for you? How are you making decisions? Yeah. But I don't know. So look for us in the future. If it's for this, if it's something else, I don't know. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be recording stuff. It might not all be van material, but it'll be something. So, all right, guys. Bye.